What's up, everybody? This is Barbarisi from the Bronx. And how's everybody doing today? We got Little over here. I'm inspiring Little today, guys. I inspire him every day. This is my video. And the story with Little, let me just turn the water off, is that approximately, right, Lidu? Approximately 8 years ago, when I first moved in with Tito, when I came off the streets of Hunts Point, I went outside, I think to throw the garbage away. And I look across the street and I see this little tiny, teeny tiny little gray fur ball just sitting there at the sidewalk. There was nobody with him, there was no other cats. It was really, it was just breathtaking to see him, honestly, just the first glance, first look. And he looked at me and I looked at him, and he ran right to me, right across the street, because I was across the street from him. He ran right to me, and I brought him upstairs, and prior to that we had rescued another cat named Dago. I used to call him the boy because he was the boy. And we had turtles, and Tito came home from work and he saw Little, and he was like, no. He was like, no. And Little and Dago was smelling each other, getting acquainted. I said, no to him. I was like, he has to stay. Look how cute he was. And we couldn't figure out if he was a boy or a girl, because he was so young and so cute. And he stood with us ever since. And I don't even like calling them animals. I mean, I know it's technically, but they're just beings, precious beings that deserve love and attention and deserve to be rescued. And I have to say, anybody who rescues any kind of animal is a good person. That's how you know truly if someone is good, if they love animals. Regardless of even if somebody is cruel to human beings, except for children. If they're cruel to children, then that's definitely no. That I don't know what I could say about that, because I know usually the saying goes that if someone is good to animals and loves animals, that they're a good person in their heart. But I think it's contrary if someone is cruel to children or just doesn't like children, but they love animals. That, I don't know what to say about that. Look at all that. I think that is very sad. That's what I have to say, because children are angels. Children are children and quote animals, fur babies, that's what I'll refer them to, are the closest thing to angels than anything else in this construct. They are connected to that other platform, that other level, that other space between reality and heaven and earth, in a spiritual realm, the spiritual realm that we are a part of right here. Because believe me, there are spirits all around us all the time, and that I do know. I asked the good Lord to close my third eye. I don't want to see them, but I feel them around me. So getting back to good old Lidio. Look at my baby. Isn't he so handsome, guys? Getting back to my Lidio, he ran to me, and I coaxed Tito, and I convinced him dearly to please let's keep him, because he was so little. That's why I named him Little. His name is Little, like tiny, but I call him Lidio because even as a kid, I've always contorted whatever whatever names I gave my fur babies. They never stuck with their original name. I always gave them some weird off the wall nickname. It just happened. And I grew up with a lot of animals too. Some exotic birds and whatnot, and I've had so many animals, so many babies, fur babies. He's eating his food now, guys. See, he's eating his food. Let me turn the light on, even though they can see in the dark because they have the reflectors. You know, what's funny about Barbarisi is that I could see in the dark too. I could read in the dark. I could see in the dark. It's just like, and one time, not to get off subject, one time when Tito bought a gold necklace, they tried to scam him because that's what jewelers in the Bronx do. Okay, this was on Fordham Road. He went in and got a gold chain, and they were supposed to give him 14 karat. And I'm coming up with the baby, and I'm meeting up with him, and something compelled me to look at the little inscription of where it says how many carats it is. 10, 14, I think there's even, there's 18, 24, and I believe that's the purest that they sell as far as I know. I think there's an 8 carat too. Isn't there? Like a really low grade, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. So, I look at it, the inscription of how many carats it is, and it says 10 carats. I said, Tito, these people are trying to pull a fast one. We got to go back straight away. Because if you wait a day, I don't think, with these policies that they have, they'll turn around and say you waited too long. I mean, they love pulling that, oh, you waited too long. You waited too long, you just ripped me off. I don't think there should be a wait period of time. Some people can't read that small print, and it takes a minute for them to find something to read it. But anyway, so we go back there, and Tito's like, this is 10 carats, okay? And the lady's like, wait, what do you mean? They took the little thing, and I said, let me show you. Before they even put the little thing, they were going to get it. I said, you see that? I said, I can read that without that magnifying little glass you put on your eye. They couldn't believe it. They almost got away with it. But good old Barbarisi seen that little inscription, and I got him good. Yes. Oh, I love catching people in the act of doing some kind of some petty scam, and you catch them doing it. It's so rewarding, especially come on, it's minuscule stuff, but at the same time, it's not right. You're paying money. I'm saying minuscule because I'm not materialistic. I've never been. But at the same time, if you're going to spend your hard-earned money on a piece of jewelry and they try to finagle their way to get a few extra bucks and then give you something that you're not paying for, that's wrong. And people shouldn't get away with that. It's a bunch of bullshit. So now I know I went off on a little tangent, but nevertheless, let me return back to what I was saying. So, when Lidio first came in to live with us, that I found him and he ran to me, and I say that with such pride, such, how can I put it, emphasis and love and happiness, that he chose to run to me. It made me feel so good inside, because I've always loved all living things. Even the most ugliest, creepiest of things, I love them. I love all God's creations. So, that made me feel a connection. A connection on another, as I always put it, another wavelength, another spectrum, another platform of being that you're chosen. Like I was chosen by him because he wanted me to take care of him. And that meant so much to me. That out of all the people in the world, he ran to me and to us essentially for us to take care of him and to love him because he knew he was in good hands. And God knew and knows he's in good hands. And that is important. And I love him. So he's such a character. I wish I had, sometimes I wish I had, cameras in the house that I could just turn on when I want to make a video. This way it's like a broad spectrum of cameras. Because I'm holding this, guys. And sometimes it's a little tedious. But there are some things when I play with him. I play chase with him. He plays chase. I will chase him like a dog. I've told Tito this for the longest time. I said, Lidio has a personality like a dog. He really, really does. I'm so parched right now. My tongue is like sandpaper. Tito went outside with the baby to get breakfast from the schools. I have to clean up, but I said, you know what, let me pop by and say hi to my peeps, because I didn't make a video yesterday. Bob Reese was going through something yesterday, and nothing within myself, really. It was more like there was things going on around me that were a little hard for me to deal with, and I can't make videos at that time because it would be impossible. And that's what I'll say. You guys can probably figure out what I'm talking about. So, and little old wee B is the best. Never had. My son could be, how can I put it? He could be smudging the walls with fudge and I'd embrace it. I never get upset. Even when the baby, Weeby, does something that typical parents would get upset about, I always find a way of oh, but he's just a kid. Listen, I do, how can I put it? I don't spank. I'm sorry. The reason I'm saying I'm sorry because some people think that's not good to not discipline your kids tap the hand or the butt or whatever. I'm saying I'm sorry, not being apologetic, but saying on my own behalf I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I could never bring myself to spank my weeb. Oh my God, I couldn't even fathom the thought of putting my hands on him. I couldn't look myself in the mirror. First of all, I could never. I don't like it. Now, if he tries to do something that's dangerous, which is very rare because I always proof everything. I don't put the knives in the drawer. I put them in the back of here. This is where I keep the knives over here, guys. See this? I keep them back here, okay? This way he has no access to them. I keep things as safe. When I cook, I do everything in the back. And when Tito cooks, I make sure, and if he forgets, I come and check, I turn off, so I put it in the back burner. Remember the old commercial back in the day, keep your pot handles twined in? Well, I more than that, I keep my pot in the back of the stove. Can never be too careful. So, as I was saying, Weedy B, he barely is into any mischief, and he's been doing really good. Look at the walls, guys. He had... I gotta get that out. He grabbed you can barely see it, but it's a little, oh yeah, right there. Oh, and let me show you his artwork. He was doing this morning. I gotta get back to cleaning, but look at what my Weedy B did, guys. Isn't that nice? I think I'm gonna do something with that. It kind of looks like a face, right? Like two eyes and like I don't know, like a clown. I don't know. I always see the best, and I love art. And so far this is my sketching. Okay, what do you guys think? Do you like this? Isn't that really cool? I think this right here, and Jessie Dunn, that's you, girl. Come on, it doesn't look bad. It looks decent. Look at this face. I think that could be me, right, guys, with a different hairstyle. Look at the flowers. You know what I did? I did that with crayon, and then I scraped the crayon wax off, and it leaves like that pastel color. And then all these stains on here, I'm going to incorporate different things with it. So like for instance, this right here, this moon, this like moon type thing, that was a coffee stain and I turned it into a moon. I just like the way that looks. It's gonna look really cool when it's done. I barely have time to do it, but I do a little here and there when I can. I love, and Tiffany, have your paints, and after I'm done with this video, please, God willing, oh, I gotta call Tina again, tell him to get me more paperboard, because I want to get involved with the paints and stuff. And then I have like a little tripod camera that I gotta look for it, that I can set it up and then I could do my artwork and you guys can see me doing it. That, I know that's more interesting than just seeing the finishing product. I know people do like artwork and you see the process. I won't edit anything because I don't do that. I just leave. One thing about my videos is that it's just raw. Like even if there's something, an anomaly or whatnot, I'm leaving it there because it's natural. You know, I don't need to edit anything or whatever the heck, people do. I mean, to each their own. I've seen some awesome videos that have been edited and proofed and all that, and they come out voila. But as far as I'm concerned, I just don't know how to do it. Like my necklace, guys, isn't that nice? It's white gold. My mother said it's white gold with real little diamonds in there. It's nice. Where was I going? Oh, sorry. What was I saying? I went on a tangent. Oh yeah, I was talking about discipline. So yeah, that's just, if Weedy B tries or ever does something mischievous, I yell at him, and sometimes if it's something that I have to really, and I get loud, sure, I have to, and sometimes Tito's do it his way, but everyone has their own way, but he doesn't spank, no, he doesn't do that either, but sometimes wow, you're so loud. I said, well, I have to be boisterous. I said, I don't spank him. I said, so I have to let him know if he's doing something essentially dangerous, that I mean business. Because if I say to him, no, don't do that like that, he's not going to take me seriously, because that's how I talk to him all the time, very soft and very baby-like. But let's say, for instance, he goes by the socket, God forbid. I have to say to him, no, don't do that. That's how I do it. Get ooh. I got to make sure my son's safe. Gotta get creative. But anyway, guys, I'm glad I shared with you my little true story about Little and some other things about Weedy B and everything. And I'm gonna make some coffee when Tito comes back, and hopefully I'll be jamming today. I feel like dancing today. I haven't danced in a minute. I miss dancing so much. Why? I really don't know. It's not that I lost my groove. I didn't lose my groove. I can still groove. And I heard out of touch earlier. I got up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and I heard it, and I was like, oh man. I was like, I wonder if I should just break out and do it down. I was too tired though. I need to get some sleep. But nevertheless, I love you all, and thank you everyone for your beautiful comments and inspiring quotes that you leave to me in the comment section. I appreciate them with all of my heart. I appreciate all of you with all of my heart, and I have love for all of you. So everyone have a blessed day, and I will see you on the rebound. Ciao, guys. Bye.